If we get a caution. Right now,
if
we're
we
running
get a caution, exactly.
We are running some great green flag laps. Tardif and Gifford still trying to figure it out between the two of them. Eddie McDonald just in front of Ty Dillon in that Waffle House number 3.
There's that smoke we saw for just a moment. It doesn't appear to be tire smoke.
We can be pretty hard on brakes at this racetrack. This is a very flat racetrack. It's a mile long.
Yeah, definitely so. But I don't think that's a brake issue as well. I think you would see that from a lot of other cars. So they may have a bit of an oil leak or something with that 3 car. NASCAR officials will be watching that to make sure that does not get any worse.
Tardif has the nose and most of the body in front of that 2 of Ryan Gifford. But again, Gifford, hard charge, has to lock up the left front. Almost gets into the 38 and around he goes. Ryan Gifford slides through 1 and 2.
Ryan just got in there a little bit too hot. Wasn't able to hold that car, locked up the front brakes, tried his best to stay off of Tardif. Wasn't able to do it.
I think because you mentioned the next caution that came out, a caution happened.
You think that was it, huh?
So Gifford goes around. Interestingly enough, locking up that left front tire, trying to stay out of the side of Alan Tardif. And he goes around, and that brings out our second caution.
Gifford will stay on the lead lap. He got his car righted and back running before the leader got back.
So we would expect everyone to make their way onto pit road. Stay with us here on Speed. Swindell and Gresham 1 and 2. And welcome back. The restart about to take place. Kevin Swindell on the inside. Cole Witt stayed out. Chose the outside line for this restart. Max Gresham and Ryan Truex making up row number 2. Back behind him, Brett Moffitt and Ty Dillon in row 3.
I think Cole Witt is the only car not to come to pit road and get fuel on that last caution flag.
Little pit strategy early on. Green flag back in the air on lap 40.
See Andrew Ranger about the 4th row back. Pulls up to make it 3 wide going in 1.
3 wide at Loudon, New Hampshire. A lot of times that doesn't work. It looks like these guys are going to make it work this time.
Cole Witt able to get that lead from the outside. Good choice on the restart for him.
Gresham looking at the inside of Kevin Swindell. Kobeluk making his way around. Swindell, Max Gresham, and Ryan Truex 2, 3, and 4 as they come out of turn number 4.
These guys have put fuel in. Well, cars will be a little bit looser now because of that fuel behind the rear axle.
A bit of added weight back there. Good side-by-side racing for the 5th spot. Brett Moffitt and Ty Dillon. Dillon has it now. We see Ryan Truex on the inside of that 18 of Max Gresham for 3rd.
Those guys were battling before that caution flag and before the pit stops, and they're right back at it. Swindell is all over the back of Cole Witt's car in that battle for the lead.
Cole Witt, Kevin Swindell 1 and 2. Battle for 3rd continues between the 18 of Max Gresham and Ryan Truex in the 00. Ty Dillon has the 5th spot. Cole Witt running very well, not coming onto pit road, so no fresh tires, no fuel for that race car. He'll have to come in. Well, he's got at least 80 laps. 80 to 90 laps that he could stay on the racetrack, but it wouldn't be beneficial because these other guys are going to be able to get tires sooner.
Yeah, and you want that track position when he gets down toward the end of the race. If he was going to wait that long to make his pit stops, then he would be behind a lot of cars because the way these races usually go, we have a lot of cars on the lead lap. Cole Witt right now hasn't got to victory lane yet this year, but 3 second-place finishes.
Pretty impressive run in season for him, so he is very close to getting that first win. Potentially happens here at New Hampshire. He's out front right now with Kevin Swindell chasing him.
How about that battle for 3rd? Again, Ryan Truex pulls to the inside, side by side with Gresham.
Truex has to tuck back in behind the 18. Through 1 and 2, they go way down to the bottom of the racetrack as Ryan Truex, he got sideways, was able to keep it straight. Now down the backstretch, they continue to race for 3rd, but a battle for the lead. Swindell to the inside of Cole Witt.
Ooh, they got a little contact.
Swindell gets to the inside of Cole Witt, hits the left rear tire. You see the letters are rubbed off of that left rear tire now.
That's what's so difficult about making a pass on the inside. It's a little bit flatter down there. You don't have the grip. You don't have that little bit of banking to hold you. We see that so often.
Swindell slid up the racetrack, got into the 84, the left rear quarter panel, but they stay straight. Gresham now has the 3rd spot. Ryan Truex looking back to the inside, trying to take it. Gresham up the racetrack. Here comes Truex.
Truex just eases in the corner. He tries to make up his ground through the center of the corner. He does. Now side by side at the start finish line. Now he tucks back in behind. Showing a lot of patience here. He knows there's a long way to go in this race. You have to be around at the finish.
Alan Tardif running in the 6th spot, and at number 38. Just in front of him, the 3 of Ty Dillon. Here comes Truex once again. Truex now all the way down on the yellow line with his left side tires. Not able to hold it down there, and here comes Gresham once again to take that 3rd spot back.
It's just so hard to get that momentum through the center of the corner. You try to get to the
trouble. Around goes the 17. Pattison gets turned around in the 17, coming off of turn number 4, straightens it back out, but that brings out our 3rd caution.
Yeah, Pattison kept it out of the wall.
Cole Witt, Kevin Swindell, Gresham, Truex, and Dillon, your top 5 side-by-side racing. Stay with us. After the caution, the top 2 stayed on the racetrack, so we'll see how worn tires work for Kevin Swindell and Eddie McDonald. Swindell on the outside, McDonald on the inside, green flag back in the air.
Who Chad Boat, starting from the 3rd position, did not go on the start. They're 3 and 4 and 5 wide.
Everybody scattering. A little contact there with Chad as he was trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack.
Now it's 3 wide again, exiting turn 2. Cole Witt, the 84 car in the middle. Ooh, he makes a little contact.
Bumping and banging early on in this race.
4 wide, Truex to the bottom.
Truex trying to take spots away. It's 3 wide now through 3 and 4. Truex on the bottom, Cole Witt in the middle, Max Gresham on the outside.
What great side-by-side racing. Remember, most of these cars put right side tires on that caution flag.
With the exception of our top 2, and they are checking out right now. Kevin Swindell and Eddie McDonald looking very good, 1 and 2. Now we see Ryan Truex to the bottom of the racetrack trying to get by that 84 of Cole Witt.
Not quite able to do it. It's the battle for the 7th position.
Right behind him, the 20 of Brett Moffitt. He was our pole sitter.
Alan Tardif, the green car, right behind Brett Moffitt. And there's Miguel Paludo. First time we've seen him today. Pretty decent run right now, running up close to the top 10. Looked like Cole Witt had a little bit of a moment coming off turn 4. Had to get Brett Moffitt out of the throttle there for a second.
Ryan Truex on the bottom, still trying to take that spot away from the 20 of Brett Moffitt. Gets in front of him. There's the battle for 4th. Ty Dillon on the inside. Just outside of him, and that number 60 is DJ Shaw.
There's Max Gresham. He's going to pull up to the inside of DJ Shaw.
So Ty Dillon's got the spot. Gresham trying to take it away from DJ Shaw now. Smoke coming out of the back of that 3. Tardif running a little higher line, trying to get by Ty Dillon.
You just don't want to follow a car when it's smoking like that. You don't know if it's an engine issue, if that thing is getting ready to expire, and you certainly don't want it to do it right in front of you.
Don't want to get caught up in any oil and slide into the wall. Miguel Paludo on the inside of Cole Witt. Here comes Darrell Wallace Jr. Haven't talked about him a lot today.
Trying to battle his way up towards the top 10. There's Andrew Ranger going by. Ooh, Cole Witt a little bit sideways off of turn 2.
A lot sideways. Miguel Paludo just in front of Cole Witt. Witt digging, trying to get all he can out of that 84 Toyota.
Impressive run for Miguel Paludo. Another car out of the Germain Racing stables. Had a great top 10 run in his Camping World Truck Series debut at Bristol. Ooh, caution on the racetrack.
And the 4th caution. And it's Zach Germain once again in that 24. He stops on the racetrack, and so they will bring out the caution as Kevin Swindell. Again, maybe an opportunity for him to come to pit road now, as he has stayed on the racetrack, hasn't got fresh tires yet when everyone else has.
And he doesn't have to come in and get fresh tires. We know he has enough fuel to get to the end. He may elect to stay out, or he may want to get those tires now.
Stay with us. We'll find out.